Well, Cameron, it's a change of scenery this weekend in the FA Cup. How excited are the squad? Because you do get a sense that this is a bit of a different game, isn't it, with it being Oldham and all their connections here?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I've joined in the summer, and I think it's been made very aware. Obviously, the sort of magnitude of the game. Of course, we don't want to sort of heap more pressure onto the game as such. It's another game that we want to go out there, especially at home, win. And build some momentum that we can sort of hopefully take into the league and sort of beyond. So yeah, obviously I understand the sort of size of the game. The crowd that's probably going to be there, and yeah, I can say that it's a really focused dressing room, ready to do our best to get a result on Saturday.
Does it help at the moment that it's a different competition, just to take a little bit of the pressure off the league?
I think maybe. I think probably at this moment in time, we've come off the back of a couple of difficult results, probably varying performances. I'm not going to sort of sit here and hide from the fact, that we want to be better. We obviously want to get better results and more consistent results, and that's very apparent. All the boys are sort of feeling that, and we're sort of worked this week and worked the week before and stuff to do as best as we can to put that right. Like I said, it's a hungry group. We still want to be really successful, and I think we can. Like I said, sort of come here in the summer, and I want to be successful at this football club. I want to repay the fans for the support that they've given us so far this season. So look, it's a big game Saturday, one that I said we want to win, and then hopefully it can be the start of a run that we can sort of take on into the league.
Is there anything that you've tried to do differently over the last couple of weeks to try and just flick a switch that would suddenly turn things around for you?
Probably nothing necessarily differently. Obviously, we've had maybe different personnel sort of in games. We're trying to find that right formula, maybe something to click for us, chances to fall for us, and things maybe to go, that bit of luck which every team needs. And I think it's been difficult probably recently, but football is just about resilience. You go through these stages, and I'd be sort of not so positive if I didn't think that we couldn't get ourselves sort of going. Get the results picking back up again, and I think this weekend's a great game for us to do that in.
How important is home advantage this weekend? Because it has been difficult at home recently. So is that going to be a factor at all? Yeah, massively.
Even the games, the last couple of games we've had at home where we haven't got the results we wanted, the fans have stuck behind us, from the first minute to the last. Like Tuesday night, things really weren't going for us. And they were there with us fighting until the very end. So I think that sort of atmosphere, which is going to be there on Saturday, I'm sure with the sort of big away support as well, is going to really make it a really special tie, and hopefully one that, like I say, we can come out with the result.
I was going to ask you about your cup experience, Cameron, because I know with Norwich as a young player you had a lot of success, didn't you, in the Youth Cup?
Yeah, it was it was like quite a while ago now, but yeah, that sort of run at Norwich was great, and obviously to win that when I was young helped a lot of us boys sort of propel our sort of careers on into the league. But yeah, listen, the FA Cup's special, everybody knows that, it's a big game, great that we've got the tie at home, and to be honest, it's one that I'm really looking forward to. I feel like we've had a lot of games on the road, and really looking forward to a few home games we've got in the sort of upcoming week. So what a great game for us Saturday.
There's a long way to go before the third round. Everyone talks about the third round, getting there and getting a great draw, but it's tempting to think about that, but you've just got to think about Oldham now, haven't you?
Exactly. The full focus right now is on Saturday, and then our full focus will be on the next game. And I think that sort of mentality at the moment is something that we need to focus on, just focusing on dealing with the next game, not sort of getting too ahead of ourselves or worrying about what's coming up and those sorts of things. Full focus is on Oldham on Saturday. Really looking forward to it, and I'm really up for it.
It still feels a bit strange to think of Oldham as being a National League side now. You've played lower level football as well, Cameron. So what about the difference, or is there a difference? Is there a big gap between the Football League and the National League?
I think it's really apparent for a lot of people to see, obviously, the success that teams have had, especially coming from the conference, into the leagues, especially recently with the sort of size of the club. So I think now, the sort of conference is sort of littered with these sort of big clubs, which probably would do, sort of very well in the league above and sort of then on. So I think the competition is similar to a league game. you know, there's some really good sides, there's some good players. So I think all around the leagues, you know, there's some really good players, really good sides. So I think it's going to be a tough test. You know, we're not looking at it as, oh, they're a league below us and we're going to take it lightly. Like, if anything, you know, teams raise their games. It's a big game for them as well as it is for us. So yeah, we expect a tough test, and like I say, one that we're really up for.
Yeah, and it's going to be a great atmosphere as well, isn't it? I mean, it's the FA Cup, you're at home, but they're going to bring a lot of fans as well. So Northwest Derby, all those things are added in.
Yeah, for me, these are sort of the games that you look forward to. These are the sort of games you want to really get up for. These are the games, you know, where you can create special moments. So yeah, it's a game. Yes, we're not off the back of the results that we wanted, but we park that and we go and get a good result on Saturday. And I think the boys are really going to be up for it. Like I say, it's going to be a great atmosphere, and like I say, it's one that I'm really looking forward to.